And in this lecture, I'm going to be showing you how to create a store like the one that we're looking at right now. This is a pet shop that people can come to actually and purchase stuff for their pets. Now, I know that cats and dogs are the worst of enemies, but trust me, this is not something that you see every single day. I combined two categories of animals in one shop. So here we're selling cat and dog items, right? So dog gear, dog comfort, cat comfort. These are the categories of items that we're selling in this shop. And if you stick around for a while, not that much, but if you stick around, you're going to learn how to create this for yourself. So here's a quick glance on how the website looks like. You can see that there's a slightly good animation over here with this cat looking kind of badass, and this dog right here enjoying his sleep. And you can see that that slides a little bit and shows other pictures. You have 3 pictures to be exact. And pretty much everything used in this lecture is free. So you're not going to pay a dime. I mean, apart from $0.99 probably to use a free version of a software that you can use to import items from Aliexpress, right? So we're going to be using Aliexpress, and I'll also do a demonstration and show you how to pretty much add products manually if you want to know that as well. But I'm really interested in the automation of things. And so this is how the pretty much the shop looks like. There are clickable buttons that you can click at and basically go to see pages where you can see these different clothings. And pretty much, let's say that you liked a specific product, you can either click on it or choose options directly with that button. So if you click on the product, you can come here and you can see the sizes, you can see the colors, everything is imported. You don't need to change anything. And pretty much, I know that looking at this from first glance, it seems like this is very difficult to achieve, and but let me tell you, this is not going to take more than an hour. So stick around, and yeah, so let's achieve this amazing looking website, right, in 1 hour, the 1 hour challenge. All right, so first things first, let's go to Shopify, right? You can click on the ad or click on this first link that pops up over here, and let's click there. Obviously, Shopify gives you free trial 40 days, and after that, you can enjoy 3 months of Shopify for 1 month, but then after that, you're gonna have to start paying a little bit high or higher than usual. It's pretty much, if we click on the pricing, let's just check it out for a second here, right? So this is for $1 every 3 months, but for the pricing, let's check the pricing and go fast as lightning. The pricing is normally $69 if you were after the 3 months, which is pretty much a lot more than what it was at the day. It was $29 pretty much. But now you can come here and basically all you have to do is to start the free trial, enter your email address. But because I already have an account, and this account actually has 2 websites, this one that you're looking at in front of you right now, the pet shop that I've shown you, and also it has another store, which is about that I used to sell print-on-demand, t-shirts and stuff. And you can actually go and check my course out on Udemy and you'll see that I have a course about print-on-demand. But anyways, because I don't want to use another account, I'm going to use the same account. And how you do that is very simple. You could, if you want to create more than just one store in one account or singular account, just go to the top corner at the right-hand side and then click here, and then you can see stores. All right, so I want you to follow with me. So stores over here, and then click create another store. Now, basically, we're going to name this store Pets Love for Life, right? This is just a name from the back of my brain. I didn't think about it. And this is pretty much the name that we're going to pick, or the domain that we're going to pick for our website. After that, well, of course, I have to go and verify this. So I'm going to go. Right, so I'm going to go, there is a website called Lean Domain Search, right? So you go search for this website, Lean Domain Search, and then let's get there. And basically, let's search if this domain exists, right? Lean Domain Search, right? So we couldn't find, so I'm going to add a .com over there, and let's see. So Pets Love for Life, right? So we have it. Let's see if it exists. All right, so this is available, okay, which is pretty good. And so we can actually buy it, all right? So we can purchase it, it exists. So I'm going to choose it as the name for my website, no problem. Then I can move to create store, right? So here we are in the second phase. This is very simple. All right, so the store is ready to go now. Okay, so they're gonna ask you these questions. Just answer, pretty much just answer with dummy answers. Pretty much it doesn't matter what you tell them. And let's just click next. These are just some of the data that they're taking for themselves. And here, pretty much enter your country and region, your address, and exactly all the other information they're asking you to. And if you have a business or personal website, enter it as well, even though it is only optional. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter these details and just click enter my store. All right, so here we are on the Shopify dashboard. And so the next step would be to go ahead and add some apps. So the first app I'm going to start with is the app that will allow us to automate the process, which is basically Spocket. All right, so I'll introduce you to Spocket. All right, so the first app I'm going to add is Spocket. So I want you to stay on the first here, stay on here, and then click on Add Apps, right? So you can see right here that we have these apps, beautiful. But scroll down to the bottom, you can see here, find more apps in the Shopify App Store. Click on that, all right? So once you click on that, you'll be taken to Shopify's App Store. And in here is where you can actually download some apps. So what are apps? Apps are basically, they add functionality to your website and they actually allow you to do stuff that you wouldn't otherwise have the possibility to do without these apps. Pretty much like automation, or pretty much if you're selling t-shirts, you're going to need something like an app like Printful that automates the export of items from Printful to your store and actually automates the order process so that when people just come and they order, Printful will take care of everything else. You only need to take care of getting paid, right? So here, this is the app that we're trying to install, but I'm going to show you how to research for it. So here it says Spocket US and EU or United European Union Dropshipping. Click on Add App. That's all you got to do. Click on Add the App. And then basically, boom, you're here on Shopify. What you got to do next is just to click Install the app. Now, I got to tell you that this app actually is not free. The free trial is only for 14 days, right? And you can actually get the free trial for 14 days. And after that, they will bill you anywhere between $29 to $99, all right? But I'm going to click try for free here, but you're going to have to enter your information, right? So you're going to have to enter your credit card detail and your information here. Basically, what they're going to charge you is $0.99 for the free trial, and I will show you how you can actually cancel your subscription, even if you don't want them to take money out of your pocket after you decide to cancel. Another thing is, if you're not interested in the software, I'm going to show you later on in the lecture how you can actually add products manually, right? But this is how you can, if you're interested in adding products automatically, with the automation way and having a software take care of all of that, this is the way. If you're interested in adding the products manually, stay in the course. I will show you how to do that as well so that you don't have to pay a dime. This is my motto. You don't have to pay anything to get anything. So here, let's go. So right now I'm going to go and I'm going to enter my credit card details and just come here and click I agree and claim my trial. And so boom, there we go. I actually have got the trial right now. It is active. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click on all of these things over here and then let's go and just continue. So here is Spocket. So I'm interested in actually exporting items from Aliexpress to my store. So what I'm going to do, this is how you do it. You click Aliexpress, and then here, normally they should show you install Ali Scraper. This is an extension that you need to add to your Chrome, right? You can see over here, it's Ali Scraper. I already have installed it. So for you, in your case, you're gonna have to install it again. So when you go here, when you click Aliexpress, you're gonna come to this page. You need to click install the Aliexpress extension, and that's basically all you gotta do. And so let's get going right now. Okay, so right now let's go to Aliexpress. So just click on go to Aliexpress and it will take you directly to Aliexpress. And since what we're going to be selling is home or pet and appliances, so I'm going to click on this category over here on Aliexpress. Just make sure that you're logged in with the same account on Aliexpress that you're using for your Shopify account. And I'll leave it at that. So click here on this category for pets. So here, when we come to Aliexpress, it's going to show us all the category or all the pet items that are selling. And because we already have that extension, AliScraper, you can see that you can click the AliScraper extension right here, and you can even change the shipping country, right? Or the ship to country. So if you want to dropship in the US, you can come here and add the US. Or if you want to dropship, let's say in the United Kingdom, you can add the United Kingdom. And basically you can even change the shipping methods. So if you're not interested in the AliExpress standard shipping, which actually takes a long time, and you can see right here, 27 days. It could take up to 27 days for an item to get to the customer in the United States. If you're interested, for example, to change it to DHL, just choose DHL and come here and click update. And once you do that, after a second, you're going to see here the DHL cost, as well as the time it will take to import it with DHL. And I can tell you it's not worth it, because 11 days with DHL with an extra cost of $52 for a product that is only worth $3 is absolutely not worth the investment. So I'm going to leave it at AliExpress standard shipping. And there are other interesting shipping methods like ePacket, for example, if you're interested in that. But that's also very expensive compared to the AliExpress standard shipping, which is only here for $2.49. And also, you can close this down and you can come here and see this filter that you can use, which is for free shipping. So you can actually isolate items and just keep the items with the free shipping option, which you can see right here, free shipping, free shipping, free shipping. So right now that we have this, another thing that we need to have is the categories of items or products that we're going to sell on our store. Because I already have the blueprint in my mind because of building this website right here that we are seeing over here. You can see that we have 4 categories: dog gear, dog comfort, and cat comfort. All right, so these are the categories that we're going to add. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take you to Shopify, and we're going to add these as collections and add them on top of our menu. But first of all, we're going to have to activate a theme. And for the theme that we're going to be using, we're only going to be using a free theme, since paid Shopify themes are actually very expensive, And I know that you don't want to pay anything. Don't worry, you don't have to pay anything. There are free themes that we can use. Pretty much there's basically 11 of them right now. We're going to use one of them, and it's completely fantastic. All right, so head back to your Shopify store, close this window down, and in order for us to add these collections of products or categories, come here, click on products, then here you can see categories, and we're just going to start adding the categories. The first one is dog gear, and because I'm lazy, I'm just going to copy this and basically just, come here and add the category by clicking collections, create a collection, then basically enter this collection and give it pretty much a description. So here I'm going to say dog, or what we are all about, right? What we are all about is helping you find the best gear to make your dog's life very comfortable on Earth, right? Hopefully Grammarly will correct me on my mistakes, right? So here it says Earth, it should be Earth normally, right? So Grammarly actually corrected me on that. And there you go. So here's the thing, and basically let's just correct this other mistake. And here, collection type, click manual, and then I want you to go to Canva. So we're going to be using Canva to actually get images. So Canva, I actually have the Canva Pro version of Canva. So, but even if you have the free version, you can actually use the free images as long as they don't have the premium tag on them. So I'm going to click create a design, and basically for a collection image, normally the image should be pretty much 1024 by 1024, right? So that's the image size that is optimal for collection images. So here we are on Canva right now. So simply what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to elements, and then I'm going to search for dog gear, right? Dog gear, and hopefully there are some images that are going to come out. All right, so here there are some pretty good images, or let's say dog, I would say clothing. All right, dog clothing. So let's choose dog clothing, right? There you go. So maybe this image pretty much looks good. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Just want to make sure that the dog appears whole. And there you go. So we have this image. I'm going to download it. right? So you have the option of downloading the image with the transparent background if you want. I'm not going to do it in this case. And I'm going to go back to my Shopify and click add image. And basically we're just going to add the image that we've just imported from Canva right now. And there you go. So this is the image. The image was added. You can see over here, collection availability, keep it like it is. And basically here, default collection, just keep it like that and then click save. So we've right now added the first collection. Let's go and add the second collection, which is cat gear. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to click this button over here, create a collection, then basically here, click on add cat gear, and I'm going to go and create a description for this. All right, so we have now the description added, click on manual, then here come to the image, go to Canva. Basically what we're going to do, we're going to delete that image and we're going to look, instead of dog clothing, we're going to look for cat clothing, right? So the first image that comes out is this, perhaps, right? So I just like this one because it reminds me of my brother's daughter, right? So yeah, it's cute. So what I'm going to do, even though I'm not a huge cat lover, but I like cats. But I like dogs more. So I'm going to click here, download the image. Then I'm going to go back to Shopify, right? And then click add image, basically the image that we've just imported right now from Canva. Sorry for that sound. And then I'm going to click save. You can click save from here or from the top. It doesn't change anything. It's the same thing, basically. Once you click save, let's go ahead and add the fourth or the third collection. Sorry for my math. And then let's go click on here, get out of here, and then click create a collection and basically add the collection. I'm going to go and add the description for it. Okay, so add the description. Right now, let's click on manual. Let's go to Canva, and then let's just look for an image, right? So here, let's go look for dog comfort or dog bed. All right, I think I like this image over here. It looks pretty fantastic. I'm going to download it because it has two dogs, and one of them looks like a panda, surprisingly. So I'm going to click download this, right? Download this image and go back to my Shopify, add this image that we've just downloaded right now, right? So click, this is the image, add the image, and basically just click. Now, of course, I mean, we've added the wrong image. So I'm just going to go back. I'm just going to go back and click on the image and just, right, edit, right? So edit the image, change image, and then let's come back. So this is what you do when you screw up with the image, right? Let's just add it. Hopefully it is the right one. Yes, it is. And after it saves, let's go back and let's add the fourth category before we can move on, actually add those to a menu. But before that, we're going to have to add a theme for our store. So right now, let's click create a collection. This is the last collection. And basically, let's go and create a description. Okay, so I added the description. Let's click on manual. Let's go over here. And basically, let's look for an image that best represents this collection. So cat comfort. Right, so there's a cat. These guys are sleeping over here, which is pretty fantastic. It looks romantic. So I'm going to add this, make sure that it disappears. And let's go and click download. Download the image. And basically, let's go back to Shopify. Let's just wait for it to download here. Yes, it's downloaded. Let's click on add image. Let's go to my downloads. And basically, let's just add the image, which we've just added here. And let's click save, right? So right now, let me take you to Shopify and let's install the theme which we're going to be using for our store. All right, so let's go right now and add the theme for our store. How do you do that? Click online store over here. Let's just reduce this because it's bothering me. And let's go here. You can see themes. And basically, we're going to go to the theme store. Now here, scroll down to the bottom, learn more about themes. Right, so the theme that's installed by default is this theme over here, Dawn, but we don't like that. So this is the one I like. It's called Refresh. And if you want to explore more themes, click visit the theme store and you can actually go to there. Now, basically here we are on the theme store and you can click explore themes. Like I said, there are paid and free themes. We're not going to be interested in the paid themes. You know why? Because let me show you. All right. So this is the price for a paid theme. $350, $300, $350. These guys are really out of their mind. So I'm not going to buy that. So I'm just going to filter by free. There are 11 themes that are free. This one is actually free, which I like. And I think this one suits our needs best to create a dog apparel website. The reason why I say that is because when you come here and you can actually use filters. So when you are, let's say you're trying to sell baby and kids or home and decor or pet supplies, when you click pet supplies, you can see that the refresh theme actually shows up. So I'm going to click here right? So I'm going to click on it and basically click try theme. That's all you got to do. And the theme will be activated on your account. This is the account I'm going to choose to activate the theme on. So click again if it doesn't work, and then just choose the website, right? So I'm going to choose, this is the domain which I want to use to add a theme on. So click here and click add theme. Right now it is loading. So once it's loaded, it's going to take you to Shopify, right? So here we are on Shopify. Let's click on close this. We're not interested in that. And let's reduce this as well. So here we are. The theme is not active still. The theme that is active is Dawn. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to wait for this theme to show up over here for a second. And then once it shows up, I'm going to click on publish in order to make the theme the principal theme of the website. And then later on, I'm going to go to delete the Dawn theme. All right, so the theme was added just now. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to click on publish, then basically just publish. Yeah, just force it down their throats. And basically here you can see Shopify. I'm going to click this one from this place. And I'm just going to have to remove this because a theme that you're not using and that's just there actually slows up your website. So the more apps, the more themes you have, the more they slow up your website. So make sure that you only have what you need, all right? Only install what you need. Do not just install a couple of apps loosely just because they look well on your website. So here we are on the theme. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to click on customize over here, and I'm going to go and show you how to add logo. All right, so here we are on Canva to design a logo for our store. So let's click here. I want the size to be 200 pixels by 200 pixels. You can actually click on here, create design, and click on custom size, and you'll achieve that effect. So yeah, so I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna click custom size and basically click 200 pixels by 200 pixels. There you go. I have this Canva window opened. So what I'm going to do next is simply go here to the elements, or just stay on templates, and basically I'm going to look for pet shop logo, right? Hopefully we can find some pet shop logos. All right, so here it shows a dog, but normally I want it to show dogs and cats, right? So both of them. I'm going to try to find a pet shop, right? So here, Sweet Paw, all right, so Happy Feet. All right, so there is a good image here. It shows pretty much good image. Happy Feet Pet Shop. Now, what is the name of our pet shop? It's Pets Love for Life. So I'm going to come back to the Canva here, and I'm going to name this Pet Shops for Life instead of the name that it had. So here, Pet Love for Life. And I'm going to keep it like that, pet shop. And then I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger because the logo needs to be big, right? So I'm going to try and make it just a little bit more big. And there you go. So we have our logo. I'm just going to make it centered here, or center it. And here I'm going to click download, but I'm going to click transparent background. And this is only available if you have the premium version of Canva. Now you can remove backgrounds using a website that I'm going to leave in the description below. You can find it. It's removebg.com, but it's not as good of a quality as Canva. And I'm not trying to sell you Canva, by the way. I'm not a Canva affiliate. So right here, or here we are on the Shopify store. So I'm going to click on header right here. And the first thing you see is select an image. Now I can just upload an image from my computer, which is exactly the image that I just created right now. I'm going to go to downloads. And then let's go and add the Pet for Life shop. All right, so the image will be added, but right, so it's transparent, which is pretty fantastic. I'm going to click select, and then I'm going to scroll down here. Now you can see the color scheme. I don't like this color scheme. I'm going to choose a different background, which is white. And here you can see custom logo. It says custom logo width is 140. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger because I like my logos to be big. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger like this because I want it to be at the top, right? So here, main menu, I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to just keep it at main menu. And basically here, desktop menu. All right, so desktop menu. On the menu, I want it to be a mega menu, not a drop down. You can show a separator line. I'm not interested in that. Enable sticky header, which is important because as people are scrolling down through your website, they need to be able to figure their way out. And so by enabling the sticky header, you make the experience easier for them. Here, mobile logo position. I will keep it at center, right? So I'll keep the logo the center. And here, section padding, I'm gonna make it just a little bit big like this. Now, here, I'm gonna click save, and let's go and visualize how this looks on our store. So if I click here and click view, they're gonna give me a clear vision of how this works on the store, which is pretty fantastic. Logo at the top, categories here. Now, of course, these are not the categories that we want because we're gonna have to go and edit these and put the categories that we're gonna sell. So right now we were on the shop, so the logo is added, and right now let's go ahead and edit the announcement at the top of the store. All right, so right now let's go and edit the announcement at the top. So let's click at the announcement, right? Just click on it. And you can see here it says welcome to our store, but we want to make our announcement special. So what I'm going to say is 30% off if you are a cat and dog lover, right? So this is interesting. So if you're a cat and dog lover, we're going to give you 30% off. That's big. We're going to have to make sure that we carry with that. And also here you can leave a link, but I'm not interested in leaving a link. Now, basically, I'm just going to get back here and let's keep doing this. Let's keep editing our store. All right, so right now let's go and edit the menu. So I'm gonna go here, click exit, then go back to Shopify. And basically we're gonna edit the menu. All right, so here you can see this button over here. So just make sure that you're still on online store here. Click on navigation. And basically you see that we have a footer menu and a main menu. The footer menu, we're gonna leave it for next. Then click on the main menu here and you can see it leads to home, catalog, contact. I'm gonna delete all of those because I just wanna show, like with our other website here that I'm gonna show you in a minute, this website here only displays the categories of products that we're selling. And that's exactly what I'm intending to do here. So I'm gonna click add menu item. And since we already have added the collections, I'm just gonna choose from the collections which we've added. So I'm gonna add this one, cat comfort. Then I'm gonna click on add another menu item, then come here, click on collections, then cat gear, add, click back, then here, collections again. Then the third one is dog comfort. Then basically click on add item, then scroll down here, collections, and the last one is dog gear. Now here, you can actually choose to align those whichever way you want. So if, let's say you want dog comfort to be first and cat comfort to be last, you can change it whenever you want. Or you can even switch positions like this, which is more interesting to me. So I'm gonna click save. And then right now, if I go and visit my store, I can just click here, view my online store, and it will take me to the store. You can see that we have the categories added. So right now, what we're going to do, we're gonna have to add some products to these categories. So what I'm going to do right now in the next lecture is I'm gonna show you, or in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to show you how to add these products using Spocket automation. And also, I'm gonna show you how to add them manually. So we're just gonna do it manually for one single product, just to show you how easy it is to actually create a product. So let's get rolling. All right, so I hope you already installed the AliScraper extension, right? So you can go to AliExpress after you install it. So I'm gonna go to AliExpress right now, and we're gonna start with dog gear. So I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna search for dog gear or dog equipments or stuff like that. So here we have some dog equipments, which are pretty fantastic. And you can see that we can import them directly to our website. So I'm gonna start importing some items. Now, basically, you can actually look up the item price. You can look all these things out according to what you need. I mean, of course, I'm not gonna show you exactly what to do when it comes to pricing. You know best. And so I'm just gonna add some items here loosely that have some pretty good pictures. Now here, this one looks good. This one looks also good. Now, I much prefer items that have videos, but this is AliExpress, right? So I'm just gonna keep on adding more. So just click here, add. And there's another interesting feature about this software or this the AliScraper is that you can, once you click on an item, you can come here to the product page and you can see the magic recommended products button, and you can click on it. and it will actually show you a lot of recommended products according to Ali Scraper, which is what it's doing right now. So it's showing us actually recommended products. So, but I'm not going to be interested in that. So I'm going to go back here and keep importing my items, right? So that was the last item I imported. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to head back to Spocket. So go to the app, Spocket, refresh the app so that you can see the import list on the left-hand side. So once I refresh, you can see that we have 11 items imported or on the import list. So pay careful attention to me in the next couple of seconds. Now here, you can see what it is. So let's click at variance and see how much profit I'm making. So right now it is showing me the profit in US dollars, okay? This actually looks not that fantastic. So I make $4 of profit for this particular size over here. Now, pretty much you can edit the price if you want. So you can click edit directly from here by just simply editing the price. And you see that the profit significantly rose. And you can click here, compare at price if you're interested in actually showing a sale for this specific item. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to show here, compare 20, and this one compare 20, this one compare 20 as well, this one 20 as well, just to show that there is a sale going, because this is a marketing tactic that you could be using to actually attract people to say, hey, we're getting a deal over here. This product normally sells at 20, and this guy is only selling it at $11, which is pretty good. So I'm going to keep adding those. Okay, so I got them all edited right now, and you can see the images if you want. You can even edit the images if you want to. You can remove images, edit images. You can even, if you come to variance, you can even remove some sizes. So for example, let's say you didn't like these sizes, you can remove them, and they're not going to show up. And once you click on product, normally when a product is at low stock, you can see right here a notification that says low stock, and I highly recommend you to stay away from products that are low on stock, right? So let's just scroll down just for me to show you an example if it exists. So fortunately, all these items that we listed over here don't have or don't suffer from the poor stock syndrome. And so here you can add some some tags for extra SEO. So you can think of some tags from the back of your mind and you can add them, for example, pet gear, right? Something like that. And you can just think about what the customer might think about when they're typing stuff on Google and just write that down over there. Here, I'm going to assign this one to the category of dog gear. And then I'm not going to push the store right now because I need to click on save to save the changes. All right, so dog gear again. If it doesn't work, no problem. I'm going to come here and I'm going to click on dog gear here. I'm going to push this one to store. And they're asking me to connect to Aliexpress, which I'm going to do. So I'm going to click connect to Aliexpress. It doesn't take more than 2 clicks of a button to connect to Aliexpress. So you can keep adding items like this, or you can select the collection for all the items and just come to the top over here to optimize and click push all if you're thinking about adding all the items simultaneously. So I'm going to attempt this. So I'm going to add more items the fast way. I'm going to come just for every single item, I'm going to assign them a category or a collection. And basically, I'm just going to enter all of them. So this one, I also like it, dog gear. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click here at the top and click push all. So I'm going to push all of these items to the store. Yes, push all. So right now it's pushing the items in bulk and it says my import list is empty. So I can go back to my Shopify and visualize the items which we've added. So I can click view on my online store. And if I click on dog gear, I should be able to see the items added. Now here, it only shows 2 items because the others are still taking their time. So once they're added, we're going to be able to see them as well. There you go. The collection of dog gear was successfully added. You can see all the items over here. So right now, let's go ahead and add the other category, which is cat gear. So what are we going to do right now? We're going to head back to Shopify, close this one down. And basically, or not Shopify, we're going to head back to Aliexpress. And instead of dog gear, we're going to look for cat equipment or cat toys, or whatever that is. So cat equipment, let's look for some equipments that cats can use. And basically, we're just going to be adding some products loosely. Now, like I said, you can look these ones if you want, analyze them as much as you want. But basically, in my case, I'm just going to be adding some ones that I kind of like. Apart from food, right? Catnip. Catnip is something, is the drug for cats, right? It's a catnip toy, right? right? So it's the drug of choice for cats. Have you ever seen cats with catnip? It's one of the most amazing sights that you can see. All right, so this is a natural catnip, but I'm just gonna keep adding some more and some more. And I think this complexity is enough. So I'm gonna go back to my store. I'm gonna refresh the import list on Spocket. And there's one thing that we need to talk about before moving on is when the price that you sell at is less than the price that you get the product at, or the price that it costs you to get the product. Normally, when you click publish to store or push to store, they're going to show you a notification that there's a negative profit margin for this product. Okay, so I just want to clear that out. So here, I'm going to go here. I'm just going to check that this one is actually a positive one. It's positive. So here, I'm going to come to cat gear. I'm going to choose that and I'm going to push to store. I highly recommend you to push items to store each and separately, because sometimes it doesn't work when you actually push all of them. It doesn't work as great, and sometimes you might find that these items will not be added successfully to your Shopify store. So it's better to add them individually, even though it will take you more time. But what do you got to do? You got to build your store. So right now I'm going to go and add all of them. And this is one of those instances when you see that the profit is negative. And so right here, I'm going to correct that by adding another price, and it shows us the profit. I can push it to store right now without having that notification. And I'm going to keep adding all the other items on the list. And of course, we're going to move on to the other category. And some items, just to tell you, have low stock, and they will show it to you here. So for instance, this item shows us that it's low stock. So you can see low stock right here. This means that this item doesn't really exist that much, right? So it's pretty much scarce, right? So right now you can go back to Shopify after you've added all the products, and you can click view your online store over here and basically click the cat gear category. And if you scroll down, you can see that all the products were successfully added and people can add them to cart and basically just purchase naturally, right? You can see right here that they can directly choose options from here and they can add it to cart, or they can simply click on the product and they will go to the cart and basically they can do whatever they want from there. So now let's go ahead and add the dog comfort category, which is the third category on the list. Let's go back to Spocket, or to Aliexpress, I'm sorry. And basically let's look for dog, all right, dog sleeping or dog mattresses. All right, dog sleeping bed. Basically this is the category that we're talking about over here. So let's look for some of those. Let's look for some interesting dog sleeping beds that we can add. So let's import these ones. They all look pretty fantastic to me. I'm kind of looking for the ones with the good images. This one here, this one. I'm just gonna add some ones on the loose here, right? So, and let's go back to Spocket, and basically the operation repeats itself. Just have to refresh here, go back to the import list. And on the import list, you can see how many products we've imported up until now. So 15, that's a lot. So, and like I said, always check that the variant here says that you have a positive profit margin, right? Because if you have a negative profit margin, you're basically not a charity here. So here you can choose the collection, which is dog comfort, and you can push the article to store like this. Like I said, push them individually. So after we've successfully imported these products, we can go back to dog comfort here. And if we scroll down, we can see the product that were added. And right now, let's go ahead and add our last one, which is cat comfort, before we can proceed and start editing the website or start working on the website overall design. Right, so let's head right back to Aliexpress, and instead of dog sleeping bed, let's look for cat sleeping bed, since the category is about cat comfort. It's a mission to make our cats comfortable, right? So here, okay, so let's just wait for a second, right? Click import to Spocket import. Let's just import some dummy products from here. Now that one is a dog, or I don't know whether that's a dog or a cat, but that's a dog. Yeah, this one, these look like pretty interesting things that could be trends, you know? And so I'm just gonna keep clicking here, keep clicking. All right, so we can add some dog toys, cat toys as well. So I'm gonna go and search for some cat toys. And obviously cats, they like to play with toys. Don't know why, but they really do. So, right, so just give a cat a ball and we'll be happy for a lifetime. This one is good, even though I'm not pretty sure. So I'm gonna go back to Spocket and basically just refresh. And sometimes an item might fail to push and it's not a problem. It fails to push, then it will not push. All right, so just forget about it. Here, the variance here, this is good. All signs are good. Hopefully this will not fail to push. So I'm gonna click on cat comfort this time and then click on push to store. And basically, like I said, it is much more preferable to push every single item individually to store instead of, having to do it pretty much yourself, or having to do all of them with the bulk option here, because it doesn't work most of the time. So here, cat comfort for the second one, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna complete the other products and let's continue. And by the way, a product can actually be added to more than just one category. So sometimes if you wanna add this to cat comfort and dog comfort at the same time, you can do that as well. So there's no limits. So right now that we've added all the products for the collections, let's go right now to our online store and let's customize the store directly. So click online store, then basically here scroll down, click on customize, and let's go and just crush our website's design. Of course, I'm not the best designer in the world, but we can make this website look pretty well. So here, the first slideshow over here, I'm gonna go to Canva. And basically for a slideshow, I'm going to choose a size of 1024 or 1024 by 1024. I'm going to click custom size here. Then I'm going to choose this size. And basically here, this slideshow, it has 3 images. How do I know? 1, 2, 3. So here, 3 images. Basically, you can remove a slideshow if you don't want. So if you don't want to show all of them, you can show only 2 or only 1. But I prefer to keep all of them. So I'm going to go to Canva. And basically, I'm going to download an image for dogs, an image for cats, and another image. So I'm going to look for dog comfort here, dog comfort. And basically, let's just try to look for some image here on the elements, dog comfort. Dog comfort, basically, okay, so here we have this beautiful looking image. I'm going to make it big, put it here. And basically, I'm just going to download this image, right? Or you can use Pixabay and actually download images that way as well, if you're interested. So here we are on the slideshow. So I'm going to click the first slideshow. And once I'm inside, I can see here that I can select any image. So I'm going to select the image which I just downloaded right now. I'm not so sure whether the width of the image is actually good. So I'm going to load the image over here. And if it doesn't work just fine, we can just go and get another image, no problem. I think it works pretty wonderfully, especially because we have this thing, we can see it full screen. I think it works well. So I'm going to go back to desktop view and then I'm going to just select this as an image. Then right here, we can change this from saying slideshow to saying something else. So what we're going to do, basically, we're just going to copy after that website which I've built. So I'm going to come back over here and then I'm going to come back to the first one here. It says, welcome to Pet Paradise. So I'm going to go here and just paste it right here on the heading. Here, you can choose to make your heading big or small. I'm going to keep it medium, at medium size. And basically the subheading over here, I'm going to go back here and just pick any one from here, right? And basically we're going to just paste it right here. And instead of shop now, I prefer to keep it like that. Shop for me is enough. And here you can paste a link, but we'll leave the links up until the end. So you can paste a link to the category which you want to relate to. Here you can change the opacity. I'm not interested in that. Desktop content alignment, I would actually keep it left. Here for the colors, we're going to take care of them later. I'm going to click save and then let's go to the next one, the next slide. So let's click on this slide. And basically for this slide, we're going to go to Canva and look for cat comfort this time. And then we're going to look for a third picture as well, because we're going to be needing it. So here is another picture. I think I like this one like here. And so I'm just going to download this one and basically use it. So let's go back to Shopify. And basically, let's just click on the slideshow, the next slideshow. Let's select the image which we've just downloaded right now, which is a different one from the first one. Go to downloads. This is the image that we're supposed to add. And basically, after it's loaded, I'm just going to click on select. So select the image. Then let's go back over here. And basically, let's go back to our site and just take this, for example, just Cat Paradise here on the heading. Let's keep it medium. And for the subheading, let's just go back here, click this thing. And then I'm going to take this paragraph, which I wrote not too long ago. So let's click on paste here. And instead of shop now, to keep the consistency, I'm going to keep it as shop. Here you can see that for desktop content position, you can keep it middle, or I'm just going to keep everything by default. And for mobile, actually mobile alignment, I would like to keep it centered at mobile. And I'm going to do the same thing for the first slide. So I'm going to go back to the first slide, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of this. You can see here the alignment for mobile. All right, so I'm going to make it center. Right now I'm going to save it. I'm going to show you why. So because when you see this from a mobile perspective, if the text is aligned on the left-hand side, it doesn't really look that well. It doesn't look that appealing. So right now let's go to the third slideshow. The third slideshow, I'm going to go and find an image as well. So maybe, for instance, I'm going to delete this image and add this image over here. Looks pretty fantastic to me. So this one looks good, even though I'm not into, I don't have a taste for images. And so I'm going to come here to slideshow, that third one, upload an image. Then I'm going to add the image which we've just uploaded right now. So download, upload. And basically just let's close this one down and let's wait for it for a second and click select. Go back to the slide, go back to our website and just copy some dummy text, right? So I'm going to copy the dummy text from the second one because we didn't copy it. And instead of help your cute dog sleep better, we're going to say help your cute cat sleep better. So we're going to click on here because we can do that from here. And then I'm just going to click on paste, help your cute cat sleep better. And I'm going to go back and basically click this here, scroll to the top, take this text, and basically just go back to Shopify. You can see that it's a very simple process, right? So I'm going to delete this one. And then I'm going to scroll down over here. The last modification is I'm going to make this center on mobile and then click save. And then let's just finish with the slides. So right now we have finished with the slides. We're going to move to the featured collection. All right, so now let's go to this featured collection. Instead of describe the featured collection, I'm going to remove it and make it our top pick for you. Instead of size small, I'm going to make it medium in order for it to be big. And you can describe it, even though I'm much rather not prefer that. Here they're showing all collections, but you can choose whichever collection you want. So let's say that you just want to show the cat comfort collection. You can actually show only the cat comfort collection, and this is the one that's going to show up here. The maximum products to show, I will decide to show 12. Number of columns on desktop is 4. And here, make products full width, no. Enable view all if collection has more products that it's shown. Enable carousel on desktop, no. I would not like the carousel one. Image, I would like to adapt to image instead of portrait. Here, so show second image on hover, yes, which is a good feature because when people are going to hover over this, they're going to be able to see the other image. Here, number of columns on mobile, because when people are viewing this stuff on mobile, it's actually not it's not pretty well, it's not that amazing kind of site. So I'm going to make it one column for them to have a perfect view of what they're looking at. And I'm going to go back to desktop view over here. Enable swipe on mobile, yes, because I would like them to have this, swipe thing to be able to swipe the products instead of showing all the products. And basically here, the padding and stuff, I'm just going to leave it like that, save. If you seek to add testimonials, you can add them, but I'm just going to skip on this one. I would not like to show it, so I'm going to click this eye thing over here in order for me not to show anything. And right here, if I go back to my website that I've built, I'll go back to the landing page. And if I scroll down over here, you can see that there's a funny thing going on over here. Better quality sleep for your cat, enjoy walking your dog, cats need to play. So 4, I'm going to limit them to 4. Here, let's see how many we got. So right here, we have image with text, right? So image with text, This is the first one. And if I scroll down, you can see another one, and then another one, and then another one. So I'm going to keep them to 4. Just 4 is enough. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to click the first one right here. And then I'm going to go to Canva and find an image where there is a cat, right? So it should be an image where there's a cat sleeping, right? Cat sleeping. So let's go to here, and then let's look for an image where a cat is sleeping. And let's download that image and add it. So here, I think this image looks well. I'm just going to have to delete the other one, put this one on top of it, and just enable it like this. And then here, download the image, then download. And basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to my Shopify and just simply add the image. So I could have added the other image, but as you know, I like diversity. So let's add this image over here and select the image after it's added. And basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the same thing for the other slides. So I'm going to click select. You can see the cat here, the image of the cat. Now what we can do here, we can keep it adapt to image, or we can make the image small, whatever that is. Desktop image width, I'm going to keep it medium. Here, desktop image placement, you can place the image first here if you want, or you can place it second. I would like to keep it second. And here, desktop content position, content alignment, just keep that, keep all of those things just like they are. Top padding, just keep it like it is. And basically here you can add an overlap. So what is an overlap is exactly what you're going to be able to see right now, which adds a certain degree of complexity to the image. And basically let's go right now and edit this stuff here. So it says image with text. I'm going to remove that. And instead of that, I'm going to say better quality sleep. Okay. And instead of large heading, I'm just going to make it a medium heading. So here, a medium heading, medium call out. And I'm going to modify this stuff here as well. So I'm going to copy this. You can just do it by just clicking on the text and basically just modify the text as you go. And let's click on the button, and instead of shop now, let's make it shop, and let's click save. So right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the same thing with the other 3. I'm just going to duplicate this. And of course I'm going to fast forward and see you, just stay with me, please. I mean, there's more interesting things going on here. We're creating a shop that we're going to use to reconcile between cats and dogs. So enjoy. So let's keep designing the store. Right now it's looking pretty fantastic. So I'm going to click on this featured collection section over here. By clicking on here, I'm going to add a heading to it, and I'm going to make it medium, right? So it says our top collection. I'm just going to make sure that there is some kind of a padding at the top, because here you can see that there is not much space for this to breathe. I'm just going to add some space to breathe. Here you can describe it even. I'm not going to describe it. And here you can show all the collections or a specific collection of your choice. So let's suppose that you only want to show them dog gear. You can actually only show dog gear here on the top collection. Maximum products to show, you can show all of them. You can actually enable carousel in order for it not to take that much space, because a carousel actually makes it like this, and it doesn't need to be, a lot of space out there. So it doesn't carry a lot of space. Let's click on save. Enable view all if the category has more products than shown. Here, image ratio, I want to adapt it to image. And basically like this, you can see the carousel now, right? So here, normally it should appear. So let's go up, right? So where's the carousel? Click on it. Basically the carousel, all right, so just keep it like that. Maybe you're going to change this from 12 to just 6, or maybe 4. Just 4, right? 4 is enough. You can show second image on hover. I'm going to show it, and you can enable showing the rating. Now, so many of you might tell me, well, just show the rating. Oh, no, I don't want to show the rating because that might hurt your sales. Because if it happens, God forbid, that you have bad ratings, then people are not gonna be able to like your product. So here, I'm gonna just display one column for mobile, enable swipe on mobile, and then click on save. And then right now, let's get down here. You can see that you can introduce your brand by saying what your brand is all about. So here, our brand is Pet Loving Brand. So here, I'm going to click this very simply. And instead of describe what sets your brand apart, I'm just going to remove this, make it medium, and basically click save. And let's just get down to the other thing, right? So let's go down. just a little bit down here. I don't like to show this one, so I'm going to not show it. And here we can add some blog posts. So let's go right now and add some blog posts to our website. Okay, so right now I'm just gonna add a couple of blogs loosely to my website. So I'm just gonna go and copy paste. Basically, you can either create your own blog posts or hire somebody on Fiverr to create you blog posts, or you can actually take blog posts like this one, for example, and basically just what we call fine tune it, or just curate the blog post. So I'm going to take this blog post. So I'm going to enter first of all. So we need to open it. Let's click on read more. And basically, I'm just going to copy the entire blog post. Of course, this is against copyright. I'm not suggesting anybody to do this. Like I said, either hire somebody to do it or do it yourself, or at least when you're copying something, make sure you curate it and don't write something that's 100% completely plagiarized. So here, what we're going to do is I'm going to go back to the Shopify dashboard, and here you can see online store and here blog posts. So I'm going to click on blog posts. And of course, because we don't have any blog posts yet, I'm going to click create blog post. And here I'm going to add the title for my blog post. And I'm going to go back to that website like the copying legend that I am. And I'm just going to copy pieces of text from that blog post. I'm going to copy the piece of text. And basically here, you can see that you can add a featured image. But first of all, let's make this blog post visible. And let's go to Canva and add a featured image. Now the size for a blog post featured image is 1400 by 788 pixels. That's the optimal one. I used the internet to search for that. I'm not so sure about the information, but probably it's true. And then I'm going to go here. I'm going to try to find an image that's similar to this one. So here it says spooky pet safety. So I'm going to go and let's search for spooky pet, right? Spooky pet, right? And let's search for that. And basically here there are some images, right? So spooky pet, right? So these guys, they are spooky. So I'm going to just add them here. They really do look spooky. So let's just download this image as a featured image for our post. Download. And let's go back here, wait for the image to be downloaded. Then just click add image and basically go to the downloads and add the image right now after it was downloaded. Right, so there's the image, there you go. So right now we have added that image. You can see here it says blog news, let's just keep it at that. You can also click edit website SEO if you're interested in editing this if you want. But this is just a dummy blog, so I'm not gonna touch anything else. I'm just gonna click save. And let's go back to this lovely blog website or store. And let's just, for example here, look for an interesting blog. Like, for example, this one, I like it. It says how to prevent dog sickness. And basically that's good because that's an educational blog. That's what you call an educational blog. And I can click on read more, right? Close this one. And basically let's go and enter the second blog right now. So let's copy this, go back to Shopify, basically click this, and let's just click add blog post and basically just add the title. Let's copy the text as well, similar to the first one. Right, let's just make sure that we copy the entire thing. When you try to go fast, you're not going anywhere, you know. So you can't go anywhere when you're trying to go fast. So it's just right. So let's copy this text, place it over here, and let's go to Google and look for or Canva and look for dog sickness, dog sick. Right, sick instead of sick. All right, so this is a sick dog, and I'm just going to choose this one because I like it with the COVID and stuff. Right, so here I'm going to download this as the image for my featured blog post, download, and then let's go back over here, add this as an image, go back to the downloads, add the image, basically just save the post, make it visible first, but save it. And then let's go to the third blog post, which is the last one, before we proceed to editing the footer of the store. So right now, top 5 ways to help your pet beat the heat. All right, so let's just click read more, close, right? So read more. And basically, let's just take this stuff here, go back over here, go back. And maybe if you're thinking about starting a blog, then maybe starting a blog like the one that we've seen right now looks pretty interesting to me. It's a very, very profitable niche. So I'm going to just add this stuff here, go back, keep them cool. So let's just download this, right? And just basically go back. And I'm going to look for a dog swimming, all right? So an image where a dog is swimming. So I'm going to go to Canva. And now I'm going to go for dog swimming. Okay, dog swimming, remove this image. Perhaps this image is good. I don't know about you guys, but I like it. And the girls as well. So let's just go here, download the image. Basically, I think this one is awesome, but it's too late right now and I'm too lazy. So I'm going to click add the image here, and that will be our last blog post. So add the image and click save. And basically right now what we're going to do, we're going to go to visualize our store. And if I scroll down to the bottom, you would see that the blog post will be displayed. So there you go, blog posts. But I don't want it to see blog posts. I want it to say something else instead of that. So I'm going to click on online store. I'm going to click on customize. And instead of it saying blog posts, I want it to say something like latest tips or latest tips for grooming your dog or something like that. So here, I'm going to click this thing. And instead of blog posts, I'm going to say latest tips. Okay. And make it big, right? Medium, right? It's good. And here, right, so you can show 3 or 4 blog posts as much as you want. And I'm just going to click on save. So right now, all that is left for us to do is to take care of the subscribe to our emails section and the footer section, and we'll fine tune our website and make it open for people to visit it. All right, so here, instead of this saying subscribe to our emails, I want it to say subscribe to our newsletter or subscribe to get the latest news. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to say subscribe to get the latest news. And the size, I want to keep it medium. And basically here, I'm going to click on save. And here it says be the first to know about new collections and exclusive offers. I like that. There's only one thing that I don't like, which is that there is not much space between the bottom and the top. So I'm going to add some bottom padding, right? Click on save. And to make it uniform, I'm going to make it 68 across the board. And for the color, I'm going to choose another color. So I'm perhaps going to choose accent. Of course, we're going to go ahead and edit these colors in a minute. But let's just be content with this for the time being. And let's go ahead and edit the footer. Now here, this contact section actually works pretty well. All people need to do is to just click on it and they can enter their emails basically, and they will be subscribed to your newsletters. Obviously, you're going to have to connect your email newsletters with MailChimp. If you want me to do that, be careful to tell me that in the comment section. I would gladly create a video where I show you how to connect this with your MailChimp account so that you get the emails or receive the emails on your MailChimp account directly. All right, so we're going to go ahead right now and add a footer. So I'm going to click on the footer here. And basically, I don't like this about us here. I'm just going to delete it. So I'm going to click on it and click delete. As far as the mission is concerned, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of my website, and this is the exact same mission that I'm going to add over here. So I'm going to click this, and instead of it saying this kind of mission, I'm going to paste my mission, click on save, and basically, let's go back to Shopify and add the other pages, legal pages and other stuff. So I'm going to go back to Shopify, click on navigation here, and here you can see footer menu, and you can see that there is search bar on the footer menu. So what are we supposed to do? Now here, I'm going to scroll down to settings, click on settings, and then scroll down to the bottom, click on policies. Now here, we're going to generate all of these policies automatically. So here, store policies, click create from template, and it's going to generate this policy as well, privacy policy, terms of service, right? So terms of service. Otherwise, if you want to write your own policies, you can write them. And of course, for the shipping policy, you cannot create it automatically. You're going to have to add it yourself. So here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on save. And then just basically, I'm going to close this one down. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and I'm going to add the page, right? So click on pages to see the pages that exist. So there's this page, contact, and we can add another page. I'm going to call it the About Us page, in which you can add information about the company. So About Us page, you can add the story of the company and all of that stuff, make it visible, default template, all of that stuff, edit the SEO if you want. I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to just click this, close this one down. Go to navigation right now, and we're ready to publish our footer. So click on footer menu, and basically here, you can either delete the search button, which I'm going to do. I'm just going to delete it, and I'm going to add new menus, all right, new items. So here, the first item that we're going to add is the policies. So we're going to add the contact information, add. I'm going to add another one. So I'm going to click here, scroll down, click on policies, then here, click on privacy policy, click add new, then click here, then scroll down, click policies, and basically just click terms of service this time, click add. And basically all that's left for us to add is this policy, which is the third, the refund policy. Click on add that one, then click on save. And basically we have all the policies right now. So what we're going to do over here is if we go back and visualize our store by clicking over here, if I scroll down to the bottom, you can see that we have our footer right here. So right now we're going to go and display a logo over here. So let's go down. So let's go to customize. Let's close this then and click on the online store. And basically let's just click customize. And what I'm going to do is very simple. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of the website, which is very fortunate for us. We don't have to make any effort, and click on this image right here. You can select an image. Fortunately, we have the image of the logo. You remember that it was the first image that we added to the store. I'm just going to add it, and I'm going to click on select, right? Just select that, even though it doesn't really look that big, but I can make it bigger by just adjusting the width of the image from here. You will see now that it will get bigger and bigger. So I'm going to make it just a lot bigger. Here you can center it, so just keep it centered and keep it like this. As far as the colors are concerned, we're going to talk about them later because we can edit the colors like this. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So right now, let's go ahead and add the social icons. And after that, we're going to add the payment processor as PayPal, like you see over here, powered with PayPal. And basically, we're going to fine tune our website and add a couple of apps, an app for converting the currency and another app for WhatsApp to allow chat. And basically, the website will be done. All right, so let's keep on with our footer here. Click on the footer and we can scroll down over here and I can enable country and region and enable language selector, which I'm going to do. And basically here, let's just keep it at that and click on save. So right now what we're going to do, I'm going to go to theme settings, then scroll down to the bottom, click on social media. And basically we're going to just add links to our social media. So if you have a Twitter account, add your link to a Twitter account. And I'm just going to go ahead and add a hashtag because I want to show the social channels over there. And I only can do the hashtag now because I don't have the links. So let's just add an Instagram. And if you have a YouTube, you can also add that. And I'm just going to click save. So you can see right now that these social icons are displaying quite properly. So let's go ahead right now. And what we are going to do is just to add PayPal as our payment processor. All right, so in order for us to add PayPal as the payment processor, exit to the Shopify dashboard and just follow the instructions here. So click on settings over here and basically click on billing or payments. Click on payments. Then you can scroll down and you can see here that you can activate PayPal. So click on activate PayPal and click here, activate PayPal Express checkout. And all you got to do is to enter the PayPal password of your PayPal, right? So right now you're good to go. You can click on log in and right now our PayPal will be directly connected with the Shopify payments, right? So click go back to Shopify and right now people can carry on with their orders on our store using PayPal. Now you might ask me, well, how can I actually add more payment options? Well, basically you can add other payment options, but first of all, you're gonna have to have a company. Now here you can add a manual payment option like cash on delivery, for example. If you want to add other like create a custom payment option here. You can create it. But basically to add other payment methods, click add payment method over here. And you can search by provider. So there are different payment providers out there, like to checkout, convert. I mean, the best one is Stripe, right? Which is the one that, Shopify uses themselves, but it depends on the country. And I can tell you that not all countries have Stripe available to them. So if you don't have Stripe available to you, you're going to have to find out which payment option is available in your country that can actually allow you to use, for example, Visa and MasterCard, to process Visa and MasterCard payments. Now, in order for you to activate, for example, this one, to check out Convert Plus, you're going to have to create your own company. And basically, you're going to have to reach out to this company to check out Convert either via website or call them or send them an email. And basically, they're going to give you a secret code for you as a merchant. And you can come back here and connect your account with Shopify, and you will be good to add this as a payment option. You will be good to process MasterCard payments, Visa payments, and all of the above. Right, so right now what is left for us to do next is to add some extra apps. And I want you to click on apps and search for an app called Best Currency Converter. Best Currency Converter. And basically click on search, and it will take us to the Shopify App Store. And basically what this does is it allows you to translate, or it allows you to convert depending on the country. So if you are from, let's say, Gambian Dalasi, you can actually convert to your own currency here, and you can see how much that costs. If you want to convert it to euro, for example, you can click on that and you can see that it's euro. Basically, this is a paid plugin or paid app. Of course, there is a free version of this Best Currency Converter, but the free version only allows you to convert to 5 currencies, and the paid one will actually allow you more. You can use their 30-day free plan if you want, but after the free plan, if you're not careful enough, they're going to bill you, right? So make sure that you cancel during the period of the free plan so that they don't bill your account. So here you can see the free plan is basically up to 5 currencies. The elite plan is up to 164 currencies. So I'm going to choose this plan because I'm not rich. And I'm just going to here click I read and understand. I'm going to choose the plan, and basically I'm going to go ahead and pay for it. It's free for 30 days, so I can get my money back in 30 days if I don't like it, which is exactly what I do every single time. So I'm going to go right now and add my card information and just process the payment by approving here. Okay, so right now payment was approved, and you need to click here to see how. So click here to see how, and basically just follow my instructions. It's very, very simple. Scroll down here to this place, and then we're just going to copy this thing right here. Just going to copy it. And I'm going to go back to Shopify. So let's go back to Shopify, and then let's click on settings, and basically let's just stay here. Scroll down. You can see here change formatting, and basically copy this and paste it here, and then paste it here as well. And then what you need to do is go back and copy this piece of code, which is span. All right, so I'm going to copy span only. Like I said, when you try to go fast, you don't go anywhere. So here, let's paste span here, and let's paste it over here as well. And let's click on save. And right now it should display normally on our store. So if I go and visit my store right now, so I just can click view online store from here. I can close this one down right now. So I can close all of these down. And basically, let's just visit the store. You can see that it displays the currency of my own country. And here you can change that currency to the currency that you like. So if you want to display US dollars, it's going to display US dollars, and you can change that. You can see that our store is looking pretty fantastic for our store that was designed in very, very low time or very short time. But there's still about 15 minutes to go. So let's go and fine tune our store by adding another app, which is an app for chat. All right, so let's go ahead right now and add another app. So I'm going to click on app, and I'm going to look for WhatsApp. Right. So what's up, guys? What's up, guys and girls? WhatsApp. And basically, let's just search for it. I'm just trying to be funny, but I think it felt like I was corny there. But anyways, let's go back here. WhatsApp chat plus abandoned cart. I was about to say abandoned because of I have a French accent, so because I speak French as well. And I'm just kidding. I don't have a French accent. Otherwise, otherwise it would have sounded terrible. Sorry to the French people if they're watching me here, but I really don't like your language that much. And I was forced to study French because I live in Morocco. Anyways, we're redirecting to dashboard in 3 seconds. So I'm just going to wait for 3 seconds. And here, basically, you can display a number. Normally, they will display a number according to the number that you have on your Shopify account, but you can change it if you like. And basically, you can select whichever avatar you like here. And you can even change the name of the agent. You can assign a name to an agent. Here, you can allow automated email for cart recovery. So what this will do is it will send an email to everybody who has added an item to cart but didn't complete the purchase, right? Which is very, very fantastic if you know what I mean. Here you can enable direct WhatsApp chat. If you want to enable that, just click yes, and people will be able to send you direct messages on WhatsApp. And here you can say the hours of activity of your agent, which is normally yourself. Click on save. Click on save again. Save again. All right, so let's just go back right now to our Shopify store. Let's close this app. And we can visualize our Shopify store, and you will see that normally the app should display, right? So the app is displayed, and people can click over here. But once they click, they will be taken here, and they can actually chat with you on WhatsApp directly, which is not what I'm going to do right now. So right now we have taken care of everything. We're just going to go ahead and edit the colors of the website. And we're going to fine tune our website because there are still some abnormalities that you can see right here. For example, these things should not show up. So we're going to go and edit some of this stuff and make our website fine-tuned, simplistic as possible. And we're going to crush it. So what I'm doing right now is just fine-tuning the stores. You can actually pretend that you are going to buy something. So you can click, for example, here on any one of these categories, dog comfort, for instance, and assume that you are going to buy this, for example. You can click on this product and pretend that you're going to buy. And by the way, you can remove sections and add sections. So for example, you can, if you don't like this section that shows up over here, you can click on it and you can just scroll down to the bottom and remove it. Or you can just click on it from here and, you can click and remove it. But I don't like to remove it now. I'm just going to keep it because having recommended products is also great. You can add some padding. So if you click, for example, on this section over here, you can add padding between it and the other section. So I can add some extra bottom padding from here of, let's say, 60. All right, so this is awesome. And basically, this is just fine-tuning the store. Another thing, since we are on the product page, here it displays Aliexpress, and I don't like this. So I'm going to take this piece of text, I'm going to click on it, and I'm just going to remove this piece of text over here because it shouldn't display. And then I'm going to click on save, and basically you can see that it displays pretty well. I'm going to click on my logo, the logo of the website, and go to the website just to kind of have a look at it to see if there are some things that need to be addressed. I think it looks pretty fluid, right? Latest tips, everything displays pretty well. There is breadth between all of those things. It looks pretty well to me. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to pretend to add a product to cart. So I'm going to click dog comfort, for instance. This is just an experience. And I'm going to scroll down and just click add to cart just to see what this will do. Let's click add to cart. And let's try and just see if we can, let's just check out, click on the checkout here. And basically what we're going to do is just pretend that we are the customer and we are placing an order, right? You can see over here, this is the checkout page. And on the checkout page, it still doesn't display the logo, right? So in order for us to display the logo for our store, what we're going to do, you can click here on theme settings and then scroll down and just search for checkout. Click on checkout over here. And basically, once you click on that, you can see background image and logo image. So I'm just going to load our logo, which we have added. So this is the logo. And here you can decide to make the logo medium, big, large. I'm just going to make it large. And I'm going to position it at the center and click on save. And right now our logo will display over here. So if I go, for instance, and view this page, you will see that the logo will display right on the on that page. So normally it should display, but it doesn't show now. But we're going to test the website at the end, and I'm going to show you that it shows. All right, so you can see over here that everything displays pretty well, even though we still cannot see that PayPal is available over here, but it is because we have added it. And we can make sure of that. So if you click on settings over here, and if you click on payments, you can clearly see that PayPal is active. So there's nothing to worry about. So right now, let's just keep customizing our store. Let's head over to the checkout page since we have an item that we have added to the checkout page. Let's click on that. Let's click on checkout. And basically, let's see if there is a section that we could remove that makes our website look not that well, right? So let's just, this is the last part before we just move ahead to testing the website. So right now, I think everything is good. The only thing that's left for us to do is to test the website. And I'm going to show you how you can go ahead and purchase this domain that we have named our website after. Here we're going to have to go and open up our store for visitors because our store is actually blocked. Because if I go to an incognito window right now, and if I click, for example, on add my store and just pretend that I want to go there, you can see that it says opening soon because it is closed. So in order for me to open it, I'm going to go to exit, then I'm going to go to Shopify, and let me show you how. So here I can click on preferences. And if I just scroll down to the bottom, you can see right here that to let anyone access your online store, pick a plan. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a plan. I'm going to pick this plan, choose this plan for $1. And basically you can benefit from the free trial. So I'm just going to go ahead and pay this. All right, so they're not going to bill me anything for now because basically, I mean, it's $0, but after the trial period, they're going to try to bill me, but I'm too smart for them. Anyways, actually, I have no problem paying Shopify because I use Shopify a lot. But anyways, right now, if I go back and I go to preferences, and if I scroll down, you can see that on the top here, it says remove password. And you can also scroll down over here and say not restrict access over here and click save. And basically, if I go to the incognito window from prior, and if I just click again, you can see that our shop is now open for visitors. So anybody can visit our store. Now, the last thing to do for you is to just decide on the links, because here, remember that we haven't added any link. So people cannot actually click this to go anywhere. In order for you to add links, it's actually very simple. Let me show you how. Go to your online store, then scroll down here, click on customize, and then basically it's just simple as this. You go to any button, click on any button of your choice. For instance, you can click on this button over here. So if you click on this button, right, let's just scroll, click on it. Or you know what? Let's just click on the entire slide and basically scroll down over here and you can see button label, button link. So you can add a link, for example, button here if you want to add to the collection of, let's say, dog gear, right? So if I click save right now, and if I go to my incognito window, I'm still over here. I'm just going to refresh. And after I click this link, it's going to take me to the dog gear category. There you go. You can convert the currency by changing it anytime you want. And you see right now that it took me to the dog gear category. And you can do this for all the other slides. You just have to move from slide to slide and click on any slide here and just change this. So click button link, for instance, here and click collections. And you can add it to the cat comfort collection, right? Click on save. So right now, let me just show you how you can go ahead and create a product without using the software which we've used or without using the app, Spocket. You can just click here on products. And basically, if you want to add a new product, it's as easy as this. You can click add product. And basically, you can add the product here, add the title, add the description. You can add an image or a couple of images for the product, right? So from here, you can see media. You can add image or a couple of images. You can add your price. You can add your compare at price. You can add the cost per item. You can add a lot of information over here, which is not that difficult. And all you have to do is to click save, and you can add the product like this manually. Now, the way that I've shown you is an automated way. It doesn't take that much of an effort for you. You can benefit from the free trial of Spocket for 14 days, which is pretty much good. And so right now, let me go ahead and show you how you can get yourself a domain. All right, so right now, let me show you how to add a domain before we go ahead and test the store. So go back to the Shopify dashboard, click on home. Then over here, you can see this section over here, make it bigger. It's the setup guide. And here it says add domain. So click on add domain. And basically there is an explanatory video over there that you can watch. Maybe it's better than me explain it to you. And you can either connect to an existing domain if you have purchased it through GoDaddy or through Bluehost or through any company. And you can just connect it to that existing domain, or you can buy a new domain by simply clicking buy new domain and enter the domain. So our domain is basically petsforlife.com. So I'm just going to go ahead and add it. So it's petsforlife.com. Let's just go back and let's see if it's still available, right? So it's available for $15 a year, and you can actually purchase it directly from here. So if I add the .com, it says service unavailable, please try later. Well, this might happen sometimes. Sometimes the service is unavailable and you cannot see, what they're talking about here. But if you search normally, or maybe I can just remove that for life instead of the for, and let's see if that domain is available. Still, the domain is not available, so no problem. You can actually purchase a domain with a .org or a .clothing or whatever you want. And basically, that's it. Click buy, and after that, the domain, you can go ahead and activate it, and you officially will have a website with an activated domain. So let's go right now and review our store. Let's just review our store as if we were visiting the store as customers. All right, so right now let's test our website as if we were purchasers. So here we are on the store, and let's suppose that we have liked this item over here. We can click choose options, and basically here we can click add the product to cart or buy it now, whatever we like. And once we click it, it will take us to the checkout page. And on the checkout page, you can see right here our beautiful logo displays, and you can see that it displays Express checkout as the PayPal option for payment. And you can click over here, and all you have to do is just to log into your PayPal account, and then you're done. You can pay for this item, so this is pretty good. And basically all people have to do is to add their shipping address and all of that stuff. And so our website is good, tested, good. So the last thing to do is, let me show you how to add shipping rates. All right, so here we are on the dashboard, shipping and delivery. So shipping rates actually depend on where you are drop shipping. So if you are drop shipping, let's say in the United States, then you can come here and basically you can create and click manage and start to create shipping rates. Once you click manage, you can scroll down and basically you can add a rate. So by clicking, or you can create a shipping zone. So you can click create a shipping zone. And let's say that you're dropshipping in the United States. You can search for United States over here or name it United States shipping zone, right? And you can come here and search for the United States, and basically just click it, click done. And basically you can come to the United States and add a rate. So the rate, you can give it a name, standard, and basically you can add a condition. It's either based on item weight or on price. So let's suppose that for prices that are between $5 to $20 that you want to charge, let's say you want to charge a price of $10, all right? So because this product on the checkout over here is $17, if I go back over here And if I just go here and click on refresh, you will see that the shipping, it's not going to change because normally the shipping is calculated after the next step, but there's a shipping cost that's going to be added here of 6, right? And the reason why that's the case is because we have added the condition that for products that are between $5 to $20, we've added the price of 10. You can also add more if you want, add more conditions based on order price. Let's say that products between $50 and $200 are dispatched at our shipping cost of, let's say, $50. You can add that like this. And that will be all for shipping rates. Nothing too complicated, nothing too fancy. Hope you like this course, and make sure that you create a website that rocks, right? So this website to me is good, and basically go ahead and enjoy the process.